What's up guys, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be doing science. So, all of this science stuff is what we're going to be using. So we've got, this is who literally I'm doing it from. So we need two, wait let me find out the name, sorry guys. We're going to need protective goggles, protective gloves, sodium hydrogen carbonate, sea salt, red food coloring, green tea bag. You're not going to need that because I've done my experiment. pH strips, large measuring cups, small measuring cups, 2 and 2, 2 pipettes, 2 wooden spatulas, 1 plastic spatula, 3 paper filters, I've already used one, funnel, woolen string, and a test tube. Really what we're going to need is the red food colouring, these, the test tube, 2 wooden spatulas, the plastic spatula, and this. So, and the funnel. So what we're going to start with is we're going to start with something nice and easy. What we're going to do is you're going to get a large measuring cup. So step 1, put these on. Step 2, you need the red food colouring. No, you need to get 80 millilitres of cold water. Right. Got I can't read it if it's yeah, I need a bit more. Sorry guys if you all you're doing is watching me. Right, we're gonna need about this much. Then you're gonna need red food colouring. I don't know how to open this though. There we go. Then you're gonna need you need your pipette. Stick a little bit in. So there's about this much, and you squirt that in there, so a lot, not a lot, but just a lot. Then you're going to need your other pipette because we don't want to mix everything up. You're going to squirt some of that in. Then you're going to need a small measuring cup, and then put it in. So all you're going to need, if you don't understand these, you're going to need cold water, red food colouring, put the red food colouring in the cold water, a big cup, a small cup. Then, here comes the good part. We're going to be putting, we're going to put some hot water in whichever one you want, but not too much, because you can see we need about that much. Well, really, the red is first a sign of how much water we need at first, and then it's for the experiment. So you're going to need, maybe we're going to need a bit more in the small one. Then we're going to need about that much in this one. Then you're going to take your other measuring cup, put it as full hot water, yes. Then, oh yeah, just to let you know, you're not going to need your test tube or your wooden spatula. I mean plastic and wooden. So then, you're going to need about the same hot water, not too hot. Ask a parent for this if you're younger than the age of 8. If you're younger than the age of 8, please ask a parent. Then you're going to yeah, you're going to need about this much. Yeah. You need a little bit more. You've got to be really careful about how much you put in. Put about the same in. Then you're going to look. You need to do this. Look how much food colouring you have left. Then what you're going to do is you're going to notice that you've got 2 of these. One hot, one cold. You can see one's darker. Then what you're going to do with your small cup, you have 1 small cup that we've already used. The next part of it is we're going to use the other small cup and put hot and cold water in. I would suggest do a bit of hot first. Then you're going to put some cold. You're going to dip your finger in. It shouldn't be too cold, it shouldn't be too hot. Depends. Then you're going to put the food colouring in. Not too much in this one because you can see you might not have that much. I might actually get a problem with my mouth. I don't know how to open this. Oh yeah, make sure your surface is clean, just to let you know. Alright. Then you're going to have all 4. Then you're going to observe it. Really, they're about observing it and finding the difference. But in this case, in the next one, maybe just an actual complete this, do this. It might just be a thing where you just gotta have fun. So we start with the 2 big cups. This one's hot, this one's cold. This one, the explanation is hot is supposed to be probably darker in this case. For this one, this is cold, this is hot. Then with these 2, there's a different one. So you see, you put a little bit in. You can't even feel if it's hot or cold. Then here, it depends what you want. Mine ended up here. This is the point where you get to, it depends what you've done. It depends. It's not about how you've listened. It's about how did you choose to make this experiment. Did you do hot, cold like I did, or cold then hot? Which way did you do it? But that's the way to figure out something good about this experiment. So, experiment 1 is done. We're going to move on to experiment 2. Just to let you have a final look. Right, let's go. Alright, so experiment 2 is kind of the same, but you've got to do something different at the end. So what you're going to do is, you're going to get some, food colouring. Because this is mainly about the food colouring. This glows so yellow. Right, let's get the food colour ready. Yeah. Right, so, ooh no. Yeah, got a bit of food colouring on the camera, but what you need to do now is, you're going to need all of them because you're going to test the food colouring goes first. Don't put a lot in, just put a little dip in. Then, in these ones, you're going to leave the big cups, that's the main part. This is just the fun part. This is just the experimental part. The other part, well, it's an experiment, but it's a lot funner. You're going to need cold water. Then you're going to need hot water in the other. And C, because you put the food colouring in first, if you notice it was lighter before, or if there's been a change, comment down below. Number 1, colon, ... the explanation. 2, ... the explanation. So you can. So this is the main part of the activity. You're going to really need 1 cup for the main one. The other's just to actually do the experiment. So you're going to need 1. You can start. It's up to you. You can do hot or cold to start on, but I'm going to start on hot. Right, so you're going to need a full cup. The first cup you try on, you're going to need the food colouring in. In the other one, you're not going to need any food colouring. In the other one, you're just going to need the opposite of what you put in. So I put in hot, so I'm going to put in cold in here. Then, here's the fun part. You're going to need your test tube for this. You're going to keep tipping it. So what you're going to do is, you've started it already, kind of. You started already with hot and cold. Then you're going to, what you're going to do is,
recording it?
Yes.
Oh.
Then you're going to, I didn't think this through that much, but you're going to get this, the one with the food colouring.
Do you want me to help with like the water when
No.
you need it?
You're going to tip a tiny little bit into the opposite one, because it's a bit lighter. Then you need to tip it back. And then you can keep tipping until you've found a proper difference. All you're doing is the same with the other one, but you've got to experiment with hot and cold, then hot and cold, then hot and cold. So you're just going to keep alternating.
Boiling in here, isn't it?
Can you go, please?
No.
Scientist working. So then you're going to keep rotating.
Has anything exploded yet?
No.
Oh, I wish.
Nothing's going to explode anyways, but it's probably going to stay the same, but you're just going to keep tipping, then tipping.
Is that what it says?
No, I'm making my own. Tipping.
Oh.
Then, you would kind of really need 2 test tubes, but you can't. Right, so we're going to need 1 test tube, squirt a little bit of hot water.
Wait, is that hot and that's cold?
Or whatever, this is the hot one. Get the hot
It
one.
looks different because that one's more red and that one's like more pink.
Then this is the hot one
What's
in the
that?
test tube.
Oh, there.
Then you're going to tip it back in. Then we're going to alternate it. Then you're going to put this one in. Then that one is light as well. Now here's the fun part. You're going to do hot, the cold, then you're going to and then tip it back in the hot. Then the hot's going to have the experiment in, where you get both. You're going to kind of have both in here. Then you're just going to do 3 of these into there. 3 of the cold into the hot. Until it's probably about that full. Here's the chance. You put the lid on. You might need to tip some back just in case because of the lid. Right. Then you're going to get your lid, if you have one for your test tube. And then you're going to put it on. I'm going to pause it so I can put it on. Right, I've got my lid on. That is... Ooh, this is supposed to be the end. It might look pretty boring in the test tube, but that's all you can do. Right. Thank you guys for watching. Goodbye.